Soapy morning. It's Friday, August the 17th. The weekend is upon us, and I have a new episode. Is it another hand balm? Well, this one's a little bit different. This is more of a healing balm. It has several ingredients in it that are, some are antibacterial, some are skin calming, some are curative, some give a little bit of pain relief. Just sort of a wide variation here, and I'll list these on the screen for you. And please research these online. Now, several of these are items that all of us have used, seen, heard of, and they're all safe. There is not an item here that I would not consume, and I would never present anything to you that wasn't safe. These are all items that are safe. Now, of course, anything in moderation is safe, but not anything, but you have to take care. Like I believe a few bacon bits on your salad's not going to kill you, but if you eat a slab of bacon, you're probably going to keel over. Anyway, so these are what are going to be infused in oil, and what I'm going to be creating here is a salve for those minor injuries that I get a lot. Scratches, scrapes, thorns, bug bites, punctures, those sort of things. Not for major injuries, just for those small things that sometimes we need a little extra care for. And you don't have to worry about buying something at the store and not knowing what's in it. You know what exactly is here. Every ingredient is accounted for, and they're all things that can be found in most people's kitchen or even their craft room. All right, so let's move on. Now, the one ingredient here that doesn't act as nice as I wish it had is the bone set. That's my own bone set that I ground because it was a root, and the way I ground it, it is a little bit heavier than a lot of these other herbs and things. As such, it sinks down to the bottom of the salve. I don't believe that impacts the effectiveness because of the warm oil. Those constituents are still in the oil. They're just down at the bottom. The solid pieces do fall to the bottom of the salve. So I put these in that same bag that you've seen me use before, but this time I'm going to be putting it in warm oil instead of hot water and making a tea. This time we're going to make an infusion. This is going to be a double infusion. Now, what does that mean? It means that the oils that I'm going to be infusing these herbs into has already been infused before. This oil that you see here is rosemary and comfrey oil. And I'm going to immerse this into that oil and then add more of the comfrey oil on top of it. What does this do? It just gives additional infusion properties. It makes it a stronger and more effective balm. Now, I heated this on the double boilers you see there. I boiled it. I heated it for about an hour and a half on a very low heat. Now what I'm doing, I'm putting on my thick rubber gloves because I want to squeeze all the goodness out of this bag that I can. Very important. That's the whole purpose of this. I want to get all of the goodness out of those herbs into that oil. And there was a lot of oil in here, which is wonderful. That's exactly what you want. Do you see it? It just poured out. It was fantastic. And out of this, I got about 28 ounces of oil, which was enough to do about 8 to 10 jars. And when I say 8 to 10, the reason for that is depending on the type of salve that I'm doing, some I fill all the way to the very tippy top, like full 4 ounces in the jars. And in some, I leave a little space. Now, why would I do that? Because this particular oil, because of the botanicals and things that are in it, you really want to be able to dig down in the jar, and it just works a lot easier when it's full on the top. If you dig in, because I make this up into a harder salve, and if it's right up on top, it tends to flip out on the sides and just be messy. So I always take this particular salve, it's a harder salve, take it down about 1/4 of an inch, so it gives a little bit less in each one, but gives me more containers. And yes, I was a little messy there. I was a little too anxious. So now I'm adding in my beeswax here. And it's going to be the same process as you've seen me do in lotions, where we have to melt this within the oils. Now's the time to add in our other ingredients. There's the turmeric, there's the bone set, that's our wheatgrass, now that delicious local honey. Why do I mention that it's local? I don't know. It doesn't really matter to you. You should always use honey from your local area. I just like to mention it, that I'm not getting this shipped in from somewhere else. It comes from, a matter of fact, about 1/4 of a mile from me. There is a ranch that they raise their own honey. Matter of fact, their bees come to my property and eat from my flowers. So it's kind of some of my honey. So the final ingredient are those essential oils. Yay! And now the fun part. I get to put these in jars. And boy, am I messy at this. I need a better way to do it. I really do. I didn't really get enough jars here. That was a good start. I love the smell. I really do. This is one of my favorite things to do, is just the smell of those wonderful herbs. It's like a dream. Maybe I'm just getting drunk. I don't know. Lack of sleep, all sorts of things. But it smells wonderful. And there's nothing hard about this. It doesn't even mess up that many dishes. The reason why I've been doing so many of these for the morning shows is, well, they don't take long to do. These are things I want to share with you and teach you. Making soaps is wonderful. I love doing it. And I've got 3 different soaps that I'm working on right now. So I'll have a video up tonight of the first one, and probably another one for the next 3 days. If one of them, I'm unsure if it's going to come out or not, so we'll have to wait and see. I did a test run of the live show last night. I didn't know anyone would show. Dummy me. I didn't realize it would send out a notification of the live thing. I didn't. So I was just trying to see how it would work. And it was just kind of okay. You can see it recorded. But the quality wasn't great. I was using my notebook. My internet wasn't working all that great, and the room wasn't well lit, so it wasn't great. But it was a good start. I was actually able to do it. That's what I was more worried about, that it wouldn't work. And it worked. And those of you that did come, thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. But it lets me know that I can do this. I'm just going to have to find a better way to do it, but I can do it. So I want to wish you all a fantastic Friday, a very soapy day. If you come up with any ideas of anything you'd like to see me do, let me know. And in the comments, let me know what you're going to be doing this weekend. Are you going to clean house? Are you going to go on a road trip? What's going on with you? Let me know. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you, well, actually later this evening when I upload my soap video. But talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.